What's going on, guys? I am Ryan, Michigan Storm Chasers, back again for an update video. We have more snow on the way, and not just a few inches. We could be talking several inches, if not a feet of snow here in Michigan over the next couple of days. But first, I want to say thank you all. We just reached 25,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And as a result, we are giving away an MSC t shirt to a random person who will comment on this video. So I don't care if you drop a letter, a sentence, a paragraph below in the comments, they will all be entered into this MSC t-shirt giveaway. Tomorrow's video, we'll pick the winner here via random number generator. So however many comments we have, so we have 100 comments, I'll go to a random generator. It says 83. I'll scroll down, count 83 spots, and the comment in that position will get the t-shirt. So feel free, comment below to enter if you want a t-shirt. Otherwise, thank you all for 25K as we continue to grow our YouTube presence here in Michigan. On to the forecast for you guys. We have more snow on the way. Hey, surprise, surprise, as the active pattern continues here. Let's go ahead and look at the HRRR here. This is the precip depiction, basically showing rain versus snow areas. Everything's going to be snow pretty much throughout the time frame. This is Tuesday morning. Currently, it is Tuesday, 12:40 as I'm making this video. We're going to run this through the time frame here. Lake effect snow will come to an end briefly here, but then we have a clipper system. All this snow up here in the UP, that's a clipper system coming down from the Alberta, Canada. Alberta clipper, the term comes from Alberta, Canada. That's the location or the origination of these systems. And that comes down, gives some snow, quick accumulations for the northern part of Michigan here, perhaps as far south as Mount Pleasant, maybe up in the thumb there, perhaps Flint getting in on some snow showers. Accumulations will be light though further south, but further north, you could get an inch or two, maybe up to 3 or 4 in some isolated spots across the UP, and maybe the far northern tip of Michigan, like Rogers City, Alpena areas, could get in on some of this action. But the main story is what happens behind it, and that is as the clipper moves east, it will shift the winds once again from northwest to southeast, which then once again ramps up our lake effect snow bands. And here we go into Wednesday. Here's your lake effect snow bands kicking up. We see multiple bands across the state from the UP all the way down here to lower Michigan. That will continue throughout Wednesday into Wednesday night into Thursday and continues into Thursday as this model ends at 48 hours out Thursday morning. Snow will be continuing into that time frame. Now, how much are we expecting? Well, let's look at the model here. Now, again, we don't usually use models publicly very often, but it just kind of gives you an idea of what to expect here. This is the model for 48-hour snowfall accumulation. I do think it's pretty good in terms of a measurement for right now. Up in the UP, up to about 8 to 12 inches plus in spots. We see a couple streaks here where the heaviest band set up with this bright white. You could get definitely 16 inches or more of snow in those localized areas there up in the UP. Further south, though, we're looking at mostly a 4 to 8 swath across our lake effect snow belts from West Michigan up to the northern lower. Further east, it'll drop off here, but being it's more oriented northwest to southeast and not north to south like this past system was, we definitely could get accumulations kind of push further inland towards that Jackson area, towards Lansing, towards Hillsdale, perhaps as far as Detroit in some instances, but more accumulation, an inch or two, definitely possible further west there toward 127. From about Hillsdale up to Jackson, up to Lansing, those particular areas through Mount Pleasant, that could definitely see an inch or two, perhaps 3 in spots of snow. Going off of the model here, we did a forecast that takes a little bit more of more things into account here to kind of make our forecast, more models, more data, stuff like that. We kind of agree mostly with the HRRR, but we just kind of add a few caveats here. So number one, the pink zone there, 4 to 8, that's going to be the most populated area here in Michigan. 48 there for most. Would not be shocked to see higher amounts in localized swaths. Again, these lake effect snow bands are very thin and they can fluctuate a lot, kind of like a fire hose. Think of a fire hose kind of flapping around. That's how lake effect bands are. So definitely could see localized higher amounts than 8 inches. Up there in the UP in a very far northern lower, we put a zone for 8 to 12. Again, isolated higher amounts definitely possible. So it wouldn't be shocked to see 16 inches or more in some localized spots across the purple zones. The blue zone, dark blue zone in particular, 3 to 6 would be an expectation with that. Again, could see locally higher if these bands can stay over or train over the exact same areas. And then further east, 2 to 4 in the light blue. And yes, we did add Huron County into light blue because lake effect snow bands may traverse all the way across from that Traverse City area, southeast toward that Huron County area. So definitely could get accumulation over there of 1 to 3, or should I say 2 to 4 inches. Then in the gray areas down here in southeast Michigan, we're looking at trace to 2 inches. Definitely could see isolated higher amounts, especially on the west half, like toward Lansing, again, toward Jackson, Hillsdale. Could get in on 2, 3 inches for sure. But the further east you go toward Ann Arbor, Port Huron, Detroit, Adrian, Monroe areas, you're going to be looking at mostly just snow showers that may stick briefly, maybe an inch at most, maybe two if we're lucky. But again, we're not going to have any significant snow until we get a synoptic system, which could be possible here mid-month. We'll keep an eye on that. But until we get that synoptic snowfall, lake effect is just not very prone to accumulating very much on the east side of the state. So apologies once again for the east side snow lovers. So time frame is all going to go down. The Clipper system will start things off. That will start in the UP tonight, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. It'll continue south. So accumulations up there in the yellow zone is for the Clipper system. After that moves through Wednesday evening into Thursday, that's when lake effect snow will pick up and be heaviest. So start expecting lake effect snow right around that Wednesday evening time frame. Heaviest probably overnight Wednesday into Thursday. It'll likely continue into your Thursday, into your Friday, perhaps time frame. So these totals may go up as we get fresh model data in. We're putting the forecast through Friday AM, but the model cuts off Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon, I believe now. So we're going to have to adjust our forecast based on latest model data, and we have to raise or lower total, if you will. So this is our first call, we call it. Our first call, snowfall. Tomorrow we'll issue our final call, which is our final forecast. And then from there, we'll adjust as we see things happening in real time. So come back tomorrow if you want to update on your forecast for snow. We'll have everything kind of nailed down, potential higher corridors, lower corridors of snowfall, et cetera, et cetera. Also, a new sponsor here today, StormGuard Roofing and Construction. We do have a sponsor here out of the Detroit area, Macomb, Oakland County areas, as well as Detroit Metro. Give them a call for roofing and construction needs, 248 609 6211. Your contact there would be Chris. With that being said, we'll see you guys tomorrow, as my phone just dropped, on another YouTube update video.